Alfred Macapagal, Man of the Philippines, Nueva Ecija.
Nagbakal daw. My name is Jake Alejandro Regidor Magno, or Man of the Philippines, Ilocos Norte.
Hi everyone, I'm Ian Rohiron, and I'm your Man of the Philippines, Sarangani Province.
Mayong hapon sa tanan. Hi, I am JB de los Reyes Tumanda, Man of the Philippines, Carmen, North Cotabato.
Hi, I am Jericho Bumo, Man of the Philippines, La Union.
Raj Abbas Petamanan, Man of the Philippines, Cabacan, North Cotabato.
Hi everyone, I'm Louis Junicio, Man of the Philippines, Lubao, Pampanga.
Carl John de Los Angeles, your Man of the Philippines, Mandawi City. Marvin Jola Henato, Man of the Philippines, Silang Cavite. Roseland Mark Limco, Man of the Philippines, Palawan. Hi everyone, my name is Julius Casuga, Man of the Philippines, representing Bataan.
Jonathan Mercado, Man of the Philippines, Cavite.
Good evening, I'm Gerald Anson, your Man of the Philippines, Filipino community of Dubai. Carl Christopher Cada, Man of the Philippines, Bicol Province. Regine Tigsay, Man of the Philippines, Magalang, Pampanga.
This is Brian Rudolph Samson, Man of the Philippines, Filipino Community, UAE.
May hapon sa tanan, Edward Phil Duhay Lungsod, representing Cebu City.
EJ Selga, Man of the Philippines, from Filipino Community of South Korea.
Jevon Really Derek Culana, your Man of the Philippines, from Guagua, Pampanga. Jose and Patrick John Onya, Man of the Philippines, Bulacan.
Like and share the live gathering, and you can also comment below for your favorite pet. Later, we're going to award Darling of the Bronx.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the 40th cast, the 21 official candidates of Man of the Philippines 2019. Look at this very handsome gentleman. Thank you guys. I'll see you again later. Moving on. You know what, guys? It's almost December, isn't it? But I'm not feeling the December weather at all. It's kind of warm in here. Is it just me? Sana hindi. Alright. I just want to ask you guys. Also, hello everyone up there. How are you guys feeling today? Nice. How about you guys up there? Kamusta kayo dyan? Nice. What a very participative crowd. Actually, it's a little bit overwhelming for me to be in here. Okay, this very special event wouldn't be possible if we don't have our sponsors. Starting with Ababe Status, Harvest Cafe, Chateau Royale, Experience Travel and Living, UTV Anywhere, Pretty Fine Skin, Orly Enterprise, Prodigy Bureau, Hermes Morato, Tasty Feet Travel Nation, STI Kainta Ortigas, our official tabulator for our grand finals, and of course, Santa Lucia Mall, our official venue for the press presentation and session today. Also, Chateau Royale will be our official venue for our pre-pageant, which will be held on November 25. At this point, I would like to call on, I would like to welcome, and I would like also him to welcome you guys for gracing this very special day. I would like to call the President of Star Realms Corporation and the International Executive Director of MAN of the Philippines, Mr. Gilbert S. Pilipi. Let's give him a warm round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. In search of an ordinary man in the Philippines, Star Realms, an event and talent management specialist, proudly launched last year the first edition of Man of the Philippines, or we call it MOPH, a celebration of exemplary men who embodies integrity, advocacy, and nationalism. Beyond the glitz and glamour of male pageantry, MOPH wanted to promulgate nationalism, preserve culture, and promote tourism. We are a newbie in the world of pageantry, and our goal is very simple: to provide platforms to the young Filipino men to represent their respective provinces, municipalities, cities, communities in one grand stage, and be the man of the new breed of millennial Filipino. When I conceptualized Man of the Philippines together with my best friend last year, I just wanted to prove that I can also do what other existing male pageants are doing. And along the way, I realized that it wasn't easy. It requires time, dedication, commitment, and resources. So my hat's off to all the existing male pageants who are living up to their reputations. On its second year, my motivation for staging Man of the Philippines has changed. It becomes more personal and meaningful. Having heard how Man of the Philippines changed some of the candidates' lives, the brotherhood it formed, the dreams they never thought would be a reality, the unheard voices now being heard, the opportunities given to travel and represent Philippines, and all other stories, it made me realize that we are serving a purpose. And we are making a difference, thus, our tagline really does stand for it. Man of the Philippines, man with a mission. To conclude, I would like to thank my family, all the candidates and their parents, sponsors, bloggers, social media influencers, managers, handlers, supporters, my MOPH family and team, and everyone who have been with us in this journey. This afternoon, as we introduce and declare the official candidates of Man of the Philippines, their new journey will begin, and they need all the support you can give them until the finals night on November 28 at Taghalang Pasigueño, where new winners will be proclaimed to carry our flag to international pageants. Be proud. We are Filipinos. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gilbert Espiritu. We are very grateful for your dedication that you put into Man of the Philippines, and let me say, it definitely shows. Because I myself, joining beauty pageants, it's not easy at all, and seeing these candidates shaking their legs as well, just for press presentation, is very, very relatable indeed. Alright, is everyone ready? Christmas is near. You know what? Christmas is early this year because at this moment, I would like to welcome back the 21 candidates of Man of the Philippines in their resorts wear. Let us give them a warm round of applause. Candidate number 2, Alfred Makapatal from Nueva Ecija. Candidate number 3, Jake Alejandro Magna from the Lopez Norte. Candidate number 4, Ian Rose from the City of Sarangani. Candidate number 5, Lily Tumanda from Carmen, North Cotabato. Number 6, Jiriwa Hakubo from the City of Baños. Candidate number 7, Radion Tatamana from Tabacan, North Cotabato. Candidate number 8, Luis Dioniso from Lubao, Pampanga. Candidate number 11, Salma Cinco, the city of Palawan. Candidate number 12, Julius Kasuga, from the city of Bataan. Candidate number 13, Jonathan Mercado, from Cavite. Candidate number 14, Marcelo Hanson, from the Filipino community of Dubai. Candidate number 15, Carl Christopher Cata, from Bicol. Candidate number 16, Nadine Dixay, from Magalang, Pampanga. Candidate number 17, Brian Rondo Gloria, from the Filipino community of UAE. Candidate number 18, Edward Ken, from the city of Cebu. Candidate number 19, AJ Stelga, from the Filipino community of Korea. Candidate number 20, Javon Mary Mulala, from Guagua, Pampanga. Candidate number 21, Patrick John Onion, from the city of Bulacan. Cheating has been over weeks ago, almost a month ago, but we are definitely in here for a treat. Would you agree with me, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. How about, may I ask you guys for another round of applause for our 21 official candidates. Thank you so much. I would like again to acknowledge the following people, representing the following also list of vloggers. Pageantology 101, Pageant Trend, the Philippine Pageantry, Pageant Talk Overload Philippines, Pageant Talk, Titas of Pageantry, Critical Beauty Philippines, Abante, Musicology, Glitz and Glamour, Pageant Kings, Sash Factor, Litrato Filipinas, Jonas Yu Photography, Pageant Max, Norman, Celebrity Philippines, Pageant Inc., pageantology, pageant mogul, pageantry fanatics, road to the crown, and of course, pageant and event blogger, Erwin Zone. Again, I would also like to thank our following sponsors: Above Aesthetics, Harvest Cafe, Chateau Royale, Experience Travel and Living, UTV Anywhere, Pretty Fine Skin, Ordi Enterprise, Prodigy Bureau, Hermes Morato, Tasty Feet Travel Nation, STI Kaintao Ortigas, our official tabulator for Grand Finals, and of course Santa Lucia for having us today. And now, guys, for the very most important and much awaited part of today's event, we shall now officially declare and give their official sashes of Man of the Philippines to all our candidates. May I please call on back to stage the candidates. Alright, it seems like our candidates are still preparing. I feel like I also need to prepare more. I have a time to interview some of our first people here. And of course, I would not miss this opportunity to ask the very familiar faces that I am seeing here today. I would like to ask, Mama Edge, how are you feeling today?
Hello, okay naman.
So far, how do you see your candidate?
Actually, Man of the Philippines kasi is baby pageant ko to. So yung first pageant ng last year, yung first ko rin na umattend ng mga press ko. So lang yung Man of the Philippines. And of course, yearly, of course, nag-iipon yung mga holidays natin. And syempre, nandiyan ka, diba? Nanonood mo, diba?
May pag-ganon si Mama Edge. Thank you so much, Mama Edge. Of course, also, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Sir Mike Zalica, my very good friend. Hello over there. And also, another question I would like to ask. What quality of a man from the Philippines would you want to have for him to be able to represent our country internationally? From Titas of Pageantry, is that input?
Hello, good afternoon. What qualities? They definitely have to be dignified. They definitely have to uphold the Filipino characteristics and the Filipino traits of being a gentleman, of being strong, and of being very honest and accommodating.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Actually, I've seen a lot of our candidates. I've read some of their advocacies earlier on today, and some of them wanted to promote Filipino culture by upstaging it. So there you go. I think they are all ready. They're all on set now, so we can call them back on stage. May I now call on the 21 candidates for their official section, please.
Barbo madali yan. Ano nangyari?
May I call on Mr. Gilbert Espiritu to again grace us with our sashing on stage. Thank you so much. Let's begin our official session with candidate number 1, Benito Pascano Buslo from Cagayan de Oro City. A graduate of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Marketing Management. His advocacy is youth empowerment towards education and better living. Candidate number 2, Alfred Macapagal, a graduating student of Business Administration. His goal is to become a successful businessman. Nueva Ecija. Candidate number 3, Jake Alejandro Mato, from the city of Ilocos Norte. His advocacy is to promote the Filipino culture of the cultural minority group. His goal is to join the Man of the Philippines, which will eventually help them to educate and help others to be aware of the rich Filipino culture. Candidate number 4, Ian Ro Giron, a college graduate with civil service eligibility, a graduate Bachelor of Science in Mathematics. His goal to be an international actor. Candidate number 5, Jeeve Tumanda, a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Hotel and Restaurant Management with an advocacy of self-worth and love to preclude. Candidate number 6, Jericho Abubo from the city of La Union, a Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation graduate with the goal to become a captain of a ship someday. Candidate number 7, Rajiun Petamanan from the Cabaca North, Cotabato. His hobby is playing basketball with advocacy of empowering the integrity of man. Candidate number 8, Luis Janicio from Lubao, Pampanga. His occupation is a part-time model with a goal that he wants to be a successful businessman someday. Candidate number 9, Carl John de Los Angeles from Mandaue City. He is a gym instructor with an advocacy of health and wellness. Candidate number 10, Mar Mendiola Renato. His course is Bachelor of Science in Nursing with the advocacy of promoting health and wellness with lifestyle. Candidate number 11, Roslan Mark Limco, a Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering graduate with the occupation of being a site engineer. Candidate number 12, Julius Casuca from Bataan. He has an advocacy to educate the youth, the indigenous people in Bataan. Candidate number 13, Jonathan Mercado from Cavite. His hobby is being a stage actor, and his advocacy is self-confidence, empowering towards children. Candidate number 14, Mark Gerald Answer, a Bachelor of Science, major in Tourism Management graduate with the occupation of being a freelance model, actor, and entrepreneur. Candidate Candidate number 15, Carl Christopher Cada from the city of Bicol. His advocacy is to promote gender equality with his goal to help give back to his mother who worked hard for them and also to become a very famous model and artist. Candidate number 16, Regine Tigsay from Matalang, Pampanga. His advocacy is to spread love for our elderly. His goal is he wants to work abroad to become a professional model. Candidate number 17, Brian Randolph Gloria from the Filipino community of UAE. His goal in life is to successfully complete his study in order to make his parents proud, and in God's will to become the next man of the universe as he will uplift the spirit and community of his fellow OFWs residing in UAE. Candidate number 18, Edward Kennedy from Cebu City, a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation with a goal in life to build a community where people are aware of preventing any kind of disease, happily living together. Candidate number 19, AJ Selva from the Filipino community of South Korea, a Bachelor of Science, major information technology graduate with the advocacy to create an organization that empower overseas Filipino workers to fight depression and homesickness. Candidate number 20, Javon Riley Culala from Guagua, Pampanga, a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering and is now currently a successful civil engineer in VILG. Last and definitely not the least, candidate number 21, Patrick John Onia from the city of Bulacan. A graduate of Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering with a goal to gain a position of implementing to become a role model to his generation and to the new one. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, proudly presenting again the official candidates of Man of the Philippines 2019. Okay. Alright, once again, may I please have a round of applause for our 21 candidates, very handsome candidates here on stage. And now, for the most important part, which they have been already declared as official candidates of Man of the Philippines 2019. One of the very most awaited part, guys, for press presentation is for us to ask our press people for some questions. Which lucky candidates behind me will be asked by our press people? Alright, let's start our Q&A. Again, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Pageantology 101, Pageant Trend, the Philippine Pageantry, Pageant Talk Overload Philippines, Pageant Talk, Kitas of Pageantry, Critical Beauty Philippines, Abante, Musicology, Glitz and Glamour, Pageant Kings, Sash Factor, Retrato Pilipinas, Jonas Yu Photography, Norman, Pageant Man, Celebrity Philippines, Pageant Inc., Pageantology, Pageant Mogul, Pageantry Fanatics, Road to the Crown, and of course, pageant and event blogger, Erwin Zone. Also, I would like to take this very special opportunity to thank also my designer, Alfie Bautista Yofemio, for letting me wear his creation today. Okay, I guess you guys are ready. Let's start the Q&A. Who would want to take the first question?
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Ash from Pageantology 101. I will pick Mr. UAE. Sino nga ba yung friend ko? Ayan, si Mr. Brian. Yung friend ko sa Facebook. And of course, Mr. Cavite. Mr. Cavite. Ayan. Mr. Sarangani. Alright. There are people who believe pageants don't provide opportunity to empower men. What would you say to them? May mga tao kasi hindi naniniwala sa pageant. Ano yung gusto niyo sabihin sa mga hindi naniniwala na yung pageant like this in one of the Philippines hindi nakaka-provide ng empowerment? Ano yung gusto niyong message to sa mga detractors ng pageants? Alright, Mr. Filipino Community of UAE.
Thank you for that wonderful question. Of course, male pageantry has served as an industry that could empower us Filipinos. We Filipinos excel in different kinds of categories. We are known for prominence. Instead of creating a divergence, we should create a unity in diversity. Because we Filipinos have not only the beauty, but the brain, and we have the confidence to help our own country in order to provide for a better living and a better welfare. Because my advocacy is all about OFWs, and everyone is facing this kind of tragedy and challenges. But all together, when we have this solidarity, this could help us to make a better living. Thank you.
Again, I'm Ian. Many people are still doubting about male pageantry. They are thinking that we're just having entertainment, and they're thinking that this is just a competition of physique. But we have to realize that male pageantry, especially Man of the Philippines, is a celebration of everyone's character, fulfilling a noble purpose. That's why each and every one of us has a unique advocacy that we are fulfilling, and we are making a big difference, inspiring our fellow countrymen, especially the young generation.
Okay, that question is really hard because there are lots of arguments about pageantry all over the world, especially in the Philippines, which is one of the powerhouse of pageantry in all over the world. So, when we say the word empowerment, it is about uplifting other people. So, just like what I have said yesterday in our orientation, the purpose of being in a pageant is to feel that we are above, to experience what is heaven and what is hell. So now we are in heaven because we are at stage, at spotlight, wearing expensive clothes and eating lots of expensive foods. But then when we are doing our advocacy, seeing a lot of people fighting for their lives, it's already uplifting. And most of us have different types of giving our heart to other people, which is through our advocacies. So no one can say that pageant is like a trash. Pageant should be not to focus on. Because after all, it's not about our professional intelligence. It's about our attitude and heart toward others can make the world not just better, but the best place to live in.
Perfect! Thank you so much. Ang magaling ng heels.
Okay, gentlemen, grabe naman pala ang labanan dito. Pati ako pinabahan lang. Okay, next one, please. Thank you, Mama Edge, Denora, for the questions.
Okay, good afternoon. So, I'm Jolan. So, today, I'm not sa mga media, no? I'm representing the fans. Yeah. Okay, so I would like to call number 10, 11, and 15. Alright, please So 10 is Mar Mingyola of Silang Cavite, 11 Roseland Lemco of Palawan, and 15 Carl Christopher Canag of Bicol.
One line.
Hi! So I have one common question for the three of you. So, left and right, there are lots of male pageants, right? Marami nagpapa-auditions. So my question is, why did you choose Man of the Philippines to join?
Hello, Santa Lucia, good afternoon po. Well, I choose Man of the Philippines just because Man of the Philippines has a core with integrity. You have a strong advocacy and also patronizing our nationalism. I have an advocacy that's so much related to the Man of the Philippines with mission, which is health and wellness lifestyle. Because this integrity will have a community where people are happy, healthy, and well aware of prevention of any diseases. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. I chose Man of the Philippines because Man of the Philippines is a man with a mission. I have a mission saying to promote advocacy as an engineer. I want to promote sustainable engineering. What is sustainable engineering? This is a process of using renewable resources. And I want to promote it not only in the Philippines but in the whole world. Because in the Philippines, we only use 27% of renewable resources. So I want to promote 100%. That's all.
Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Napili ko po ang Man of the Philippines dahil ang Man of the Philippines ay malinaw ang kanyang hadikain tungo sa mga tao. Tulad ko, ang aking hadikain ay pagmamahal ng mga imperfection natin at pagmamahal sa sarili natin. Kasi ang bawat tao ay mga merong imperfection sa kanilang sarili na kailangan nating mahalin at tubugin upang tayo tanggapin ng mga tao at patanggap ang sarili natin sa sanlibutan. Yun lamang po. Maraming salamat.
Thank you guys. Come on, Man of the Philippines, make it rain. Okay, we have now our next set of questions. Are you guys ready?
Hello everyone, I'm Francois from Pageant Night Philippines. And can I have Mr. Guagua Pampanga?
Guagua? Okay.
Bulacan. And of course, let's say have Cagayan de Oro. Okay, good afternoon everyone again. So guys, my question is, what can you say to those group of people saying that, or with an impression of you are being commodified in male pageantry?
Actually, a lot of negative things have been saying to the pageant. They say that it is just a display of the appearance, physical appearance of a person. But of course, during a pageant, it actually shows the personality and the values of Asian candidates. And nowadays, it actually promoting a lot of advocacies and a lot of social awareness, which is really relevant and important right now because our millennials is facing different kinds of social issues like abuse of drugs, depression, and a lot of things. And that's actually my message. A pageant is not just showcasing the appearance of Asian candidate, but its values and its purpose. Thank you.
So, as you said, we are branded. We're just showing that we are good looking and something like that. But I think pageantry industry or the pageant as a whole has already proved that we are more than that. We do things that would take care of the advocacies. We are responsible people that the things we say in stage is our personal principles, and we do it in real life, and that's all.
Good afternoon, everyone. I always believe po kasi that I'm a man who represents myself as a catalyst for social transformation. And it is my passion po kasi to help not just people but also in making change life of the youth. That's why I joined Man of the Philippines Cagayan de Oro City, because I believe that I can continue to fulfill that passion. So, to all the people who don't believe in male pageant, all I can say is, you should continue support this pageant, because this pageant is not just a pageant, but this is more than a pageant. This pageant is pageant with a purpose. Just like me as a candidate, I was actually about to give up. I'm from Cagayan de Oro City, and I didn't receive my cash prize there, but I go back to my purpose, why I'm here. It is not just about money, it is not just about cash prize, but it is about what is my goal, what is my mission, why I joined this pageant. So, people, especially here, continue supporting Man of the Philippines, all male pageants, especially Man of the Philippines, because Man of the Philippines is man of integrity, advocacy, and nationalism. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Anyone?
As I thought this is just a presentation and sashing. It feels like the grand finals already, you guys, Okay, next set of questions, sir, we're ready.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. My name is Jenny Ray from Glitz and Glamour page. So this question is for anyone, or at least first 5 lang. Kasi last time I asked this question, parang kung lahat. No, so actually here's my question. You guys, what do young men today need to learn in order to become better men? Again, what do young men today need to learn in order to become a better man? Anyone, please?
Volunteers, yes. Anyone? All right. Let's go. There we have a very brave man.
Okay, we have Bicol, we have Cagayan de Oro, we have North and Cotabato, Cebu City, and last one is from South Korea.
All right. Who wants to go first, guys? Or you want me to choose?
Again, good afternoon, everyone. I think one of the most important things that the young Filipino nowadays should learn is being resilient, because we Filipinos are happy people, strong and God-fearing despite the adversity, calamity, and of course poverty that our country has experienced. Yet, many of us are tempted to give up, but the heart of being resilient remains in us. So the young one or the young Filipino nowadays should learn how to be resilient. Thank you. For them to be successful, brother. Thank you.
Magandang hapon po ulit. Ang kailangan pag-improve ng mga kalalakihan sa panahon ito ay pagdidisiplina sa sarili at paggawa ng mga bagay-bagay na nasa puso. Dahil sa panahon ngayon, marami ng tao walang disiplina sa sarili. At dahil sa walang kadisiplinahan sa sarili, nawawala ang tao sa kanilang mga focus sa mga bagay-bagay. Kaya may mga tao nasisira ang mga pangarap, nasisira ang kanilang sarili. Paggagawa ng mga bagay-bagay na nasa puso, kailangan natin sa puso yung mga bagay na hilig natin para makamit natin yung mga pangarap natin. Tulad ng mga nandito, may mga kanya-kanyang hilig, may mga kanya-kanyang hobby sa buhay. Kailangan natin sa puso lahat. Huwag tayo kumapit sa realidad, kumapit tayo sa mga pangarap natin. Yun lamang po, maraming salamat.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am JB Dulustrace Manda from Carmen, North Cotabato. So what can I advise those young men for them to become a better person? One thing that we didn't notice is that we have to be aware of ourselves. We have to know our worth, and that is one of my advocacy. Because there's a lot of people nowadays, especially the youth, who have troubling emotional symptoms, who are struggling with self-esteem. Because me, myself, I also experienced that. That sometimes I'm overthinking that if I am worth it, I am doing my best, or I am doing good. So we have to evaluate ourselves. I would like to be
the voice, and I would like to inspire many people that all of us can be anything we want, as long as aspiration fit with our determination. Because at the end of the day, what prevails is the man with mind and heart. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Young generation nowadays needs to have discipline and being strong. As an advocate of mental health awareness, don't be, wag kayong magpaano na sa depression, wag kayong magpadala. Ano lang, having this self-discipline is having a good future, and being strong is succeeding the obstacles in life. That would be all. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I think the young generation must have to learn how to love, because if we love each other, or we love yourself and we love others, and then we have a better world and a better future. And I believe that we are all created equally by God, and I believe that no matter about your races, about your sexuality, and if we share love, and we have a better world. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. For me, what do men really need today is to become a role model. A role model who possesses the qualities of being humble, responsible, and most of all, a man of the vision. And with these characteristics, these are strong foundation for us to uphold and illuminate the light to others by simply giving and sharing all your knowledge. Because being a role model is both honor, responsibility, and a title to protect. Thank you very much.
It's such a wonderful question, and it's such a learning question, because children nowadays is looking for something that their family is not capable of for giving their needs. So that we all have different time zones. So what children really needs to learn nowadays is to be patient and wait for their time, because people are looking, they are looking for their capability. So that if they're going to be patient, and if they really want to wait their time, they will be a better person one of these days. Thank you.
Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Bali po, bilang isang man of the Philippines, dahil tinatagay po ito bilang isang gentleman. Dahil dito po pinapakita ng bawat isa sa atin kung paano isang maging mabuting lalaki. Dahil sa dadating na panahon, dahil tayo ang magiging haligi ng isang tahanan upang magbigay at bumuo ng isang masayang pamilya. Ilang basay.
Alright, thank you, gentlemen. As you guys were being asked, a friendly voice whispered to me and told me to call on the guys who have not yet been asked questions. So please, guys who have not yet been asked questions, please step on forward for the, I believe, the last question. Okay.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Tita Lavinia from Titas of Pageantry. So, yeah, I'm just gonna have one question for everyone going in front. Our Miss Universe 2018, Catriona Gray, she's often interviewed. And when she is interviewed, people would always ask her to give an advice to anyone who is interested to join pageantry. May it be beauty pageantry for the women or male pageantry. So, she would often say that if she has an advice to give out, it has something to do with finding a higher purpose, finding something bigger in pageantry. If I may explain, it's not just a stepping stone for a modeling career or maybe a career in show business. So what I want to know from you guys is, what exactly is your higher purpose?
Again? Ano marinig?
Hindi. So, pag si Catriona Gray, pag ini-interview siya sa mga nagtatanong ng advice niya, ano ba yung pwede niyang ibigay sa mga interesado sa pageantry, male pageantry ba yan or female pageantry? She would always say, kailangan kapag sasali ka sa beauty pageant, hindi lang po sa kaanyuan. Kailangan meron pa itong mas malaking purpose, meron pa tong mas importanteng hindi lang stepping stone para mag-model, para mag-artista. What I want to know is, ano yung mas higher purpose mo? Ano yung mas malaking bagay na pwede mong makuha sa pag-join ng pageants?
Okay, I get it. So, I want to get, why I'm joining this pageant is to share my advocacy. Since my lolo died three years ago, he has cancer. So I want to share my advocacy that is health and wellness. So I am also a gym instructor, and I want to help people who are suffering obesity and health awareness, and also those youth who are drugs addicted. So I want to help them, and I want each and everyone to get, while we're getting older, we will still alive, healthy, and loved. Thank you.
Ang advice ko sa kanya is, hindi lang basta kahit nagawa ko dapat kailangan mo rin meron kang purpose or meron kang advocacy in joining pageant. Because this advocacy is yung magiging stepping stone mo para makatulong sa iba. Like my advocacy is for animal welfare, na gusto ko tumulong sa mga na-abuse na animals ngayon, and gusto kong lahat silang tulungan. Hindi lang lahat, pero yung kayang tulungan. And by this pageant, pamamagitan ng pageant na to, I think gusto kong i-empower yung aking advocacy para matulungan yung mga animals na ina-abuse ng mga ina-abuse.
Follow up to lang doon. So, yun yung higher purpose mo. So, kapag nag-join ka dito, yun mas malaki mong gustong i-accomplish. It has something to do with animal welfare. Tama ba?
For me po, basta po, kinakailangan, if you join pageant, you need a purpose or advocacy na alam mo makakatulong din sa iba, hindi lang para sa sarili mo.
So, dun sa mga natitira, medyo confused ata kayo. I'm asking about your, hindi yung third person. Ikaw, ano ang makukuha mo dito at ano yung dadalhin mo na mas malaki sa ibang tao?
Yung makukuha ko dito is mapataas ko yung confidence sa sarili ko and yung makipag-socialize sa ibang tao and also make friends. Lalo na ngayon is national and nagkaroon po ka ng mga kaibigan na nasa iba't ibang bansa ng Pilipinas. Amen.
Hello po, good afternoon. My purpose for joining this national pageant is gusto ko pong mapataas ang aking self-confidence dahil hindi po ako sanay humarap sa maraming tao. While gusto ko pong boost ang aking self-esteem. At yung purpose ko po bakit ako nandito is to make my family and friends make proud of me. Thank you po.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. As you said, ma'am, pageantry is not just only building an impression to other person and building a stepping stone for whatever career you want. I am now here to represent that I am one of those men that is willing to show their talent and integrity to all of you. I am now here because I have integrity. My main purpose is to show to the world how Filipino has an integrity to conquer all those struggles in their life. Just like what we are facing now in North Cotabato. We are facing a catastrophic phenomenon, and still now, the places there is still shaking. Now I am sharing you this because I am now here, bringing my integrity, because I have that principle of good moral that I can show to the world that Filipinos are not just only for impression, but just also for the inner beauty. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Joining the pageant is not about physical
the beauty of a physical aspect. Beauty pageant is about to inspire other people by your positive heart, positive mind, and positive values. And then to promote your advocacy for every individual, and then to present your purpose to be able to help them, the community, and our country. Thank you and good afternoon.
Para po sa akin, ang pagsali sa isang pageant ay hindi simpleng bagay lamang. Kailangan meron kang lakas ng loob upang umarap sa lahat ng tao. Upang ipakita mo ang iyong talento, kakayahan, at maging responsable sa iyong kapwa. Yun lamang po, maraming salamat.
Thank you, gentlemen. You know what, guys, that Filipino saying that we have, walang tapon. 21 candidates, everyone has very, very rich answers to the questions. Sobrang exciting. Imagine for the finals night. Thank you once again as well, our press people. Alright. At this point, I would like to tell you guys that you can have your interviews with the candidates after the photo op opportunity. I have here on my hand to award the man of the press. May I call on Ms. Vinette of Titas of Pageantry, Edge Tenorio of Pageantology 101, and Sir Erwin, the publicist of Man of the Philippines, to award the Man of the Philippines press. Are you guys ready? I am. Actually, I'm quite confused because you all did well. Step on forward. Candidate number 11 from Palawan. Struggle and Living, UTV Everywhere, Pretty Fine Skin, Orly Enterprise, Prodigy Bureau, Hermes Protocol, Hasty Feet, Travel Nation, SKI Cortitas, and of course Santa Lucia for having us today.